Hey everyone, how you doing today? My name's Kirsty, aka Beth Bookish, and I thought it'd be nice to wrap up my Australian adventures by taking you through all the things that I brought home with me from Australia. There are a various amount of things. Some of these were birthday presents, Christmas presents, some of them were things from places I visited, and some were more sort of, you know, souvenir touristy things that were just things I wanted to commemorate and remember my visit. Have I sorted through any of this? No. I was going to categorize everything, but I've just kind of thrown it all together. So I guess that's just how we're going to do it. As for books, I will talk you through the books that I got, but I'm going to do that as a separate video. But in terms of things that I got in Australia, we have... Starting off with something pretty funny, Ren's sister-in-law bought some beer holder cooler thingies for Christmas. They were fine on one side, but on the other side, she was like, well, that's not very family friendly or Christmas Day friendly, so they just got distributed between the family, and I just decided, hey, I'm gonna grab one of those for myself. Quite a fragile, delicate one, but I have a trophy from my mortal enemy. As we know, I had a love-hate relationship with the cockatoos in particular, but Ren watched this one actually fall from, I think it was the male that was in the almond tree that I hated. I kept yelling at. Ren saw it fall off him and was like, Kirsty would love that, so I brought home an immaculately intact cockatoo feather. I'm amazed that got back in one piece. Some Christmas stuff. Ren's mum gathered from various things that I love stitch from Lilo and Stitch. I mean, the jumper doesn't really give it away. I did find this in Australia too and brought it home. So when I arrived, we had this Welcome to Australia sign that has stitches all over it, and I thought it was absolutely freaking adorable. And then for Christmas, she went a little bit stitch crazy. So I got this journal with like a fluffy furry Stitch, and it's like all of him on the inside, and it's just, I have no idea what I'm going to use for this one, but oh, I love it so much. Complete with this little pen. Look at him. Look how cute he is. And then it's got like these beads and glitter in. And I also got a keyring. Oh, that wasn't it. I also got, somewhere on this bed, there is, I haven't unrolled it yet, but I also got a poster that is Stitch. It's so cute, but for traveling's sake, I didn't want to unravel it. Ren gave me a set of keys, so I decided to buy myself just this really cute keychain from what became my favourite store, which is Kaisercraft, and it says, do it for you. For Christmas, Ren's aunt bought me these. One is a little bookmark paperclip thing, and it has, I can't remember what is it? A Summer Beauty gum, which is a gum tree. And I just really love the pattern on this, and I love the colours and the design. And then I also got this little dish that has green wattle on the dish. So this little dish with green wattle, which I did see in the wild a few times, and I did think it was a very pretty plant. Then we went into a store that was like all pagan and wickery stuff, and I said to them, do you have any tumbled stones that are Australian? Because a lot of the tumbled stones were imported, but they did, and this one is called Nunderite. I love the colours. You can't really see it clearly here, but it is actually like this dusky pink with the green, and I really love it. It says, it holds energies which lift us spiritually while instilling clear focus and direction. It is calming to the heart chakra, which balances emotions and urges us to think clearly. Shows us how to become all that we can be as opposed to the persons we fear we might be. It's there for spiritual growth, deeper sense of self, improved self-esteem, self-confidence, and empowerment to head out in the right direction. All things that I really need now that I'm back and want to get things back on track. At the convention that we went to for Oz Asia Festival where we met authors, Sydney Koo gifted this keychain to me because it references the things from their novel. So we've got a little dumpling because they run a dumpling shop, and the spider to reference the spider demon. Every time I got a coin for the first time, I kept it. So I've got a little collection of the coins. I do that anytime I go on a holiday, I collect the money. Max for Christmas bought me this onyx. It just says protection on it, and it's just this solid hunk of stone, which is amazing and wonderful. Oh, Sydney Koo also gave me this pin badge, which is really cute and I really like it. Little pronoun badge. The niece bought me this for Christmas, just this little crystal pen that is really cute. I went to the Adelaide Rally with Max, and when there I got given a freebie about drag racing, and then I bought a pin to commemorate the visit, but the magazine that will be going to my dad as he is a motorsport person. I got this zipper charm, which is actually a gift from my nephews, specifically the older one. I went out for a day out with them a couple of weeks ago, and I'd been talking about the fairy penguins when we went to Kangaroo Island, which again, check out my vlog for that. And he saw this when getting hot chocolates because it was actually really cold that day and raining, and no one other than me was dressed properly. So they went to get hot chocolates to warm up, and when they came back, my nephew had bought this because he was like, Auntie Kirsty really loved the penguins, so I wanted to buy her something with penguins, and I just kind of melted a little bit when he said that. I said these are not in any order or any reasoning, I'm just telling you what I got. Food wise, I did bring home, I've left them downstairs and I don't want to go back down again, but I brought home 2 inner biscuit boxes because I fell in love with the chicken drumstick biscuits there, and I don't think there's anything that I've had here that's similar. This is actually Wren's, but they have said that they will never build it. I started to build it, was having a good time, so Wren was like, if you can get it home, you can have it. And it is this DIY miniature house, and it's Kiki's Magic Emporium. So when it's finished it will look like this, and it also runs on batteries, so it will turn the lights and stuff on. So I managed I mean, you can see the box got kind of broken through transit, but everything is still in it and everything is still in good order. So I've got this that I will be building at some point this year, and that will then go somewhere on display. I've got a little stack of things here, including 2 of Wren's mum's homemade journals. If you remember last year, I showed you wherever I've put it. I have moved it, but last year Wren gifted me for Christmas, not last year, 2023, a homemade journal that she had made and Wren brought over for me. And when we were all there for a romantic affair, she was basically like, hey, here's a cupboard full of these journals. Everyone help yourselves. So I picked up this one that is a little bit smaller, and it's like a little traveler's notebook, but you can see it is perfectly on theme for a holiday. So it's got things like, you know, anchors and like a beach theme. There was one page in particular that I really loved. There we go. So this one where it had like off the beaten track, and it has all this. So I've decided that this is going to be like, I'm going to put together and use this as like my Adventures in Australia tracker. So things like all of my train tickets, plane tickets, things like that, they're all going to go in here. And then this one I picked up just because I loved it, and I don't yet know what I'm going to use it for, but it is very Japanese and Asian inspired, from like the little origami bows on the front. The designs are very Asian, and there's sort of pages in here that have got very like Asian influence. There's like my favorite page in this entire thing, and is the one that sealed it for me, is this one with the geisha, and just the whole journal is beautiful. So maybe I'll save this for when I eventually get myself to Japan, but for now I don't, but we shall see. Inspiration may strike at some point. Next up are just some bits and bobs that I bought back from various places. So we went to the art gallery, so I picked up the art gallery leaflets. Another thing that Wren's mum gave me that she'd made, little paper clips to use for my journaling. We went to the botanical garden, so I picked up the chihuly and I've got like the map here for it. All of my stuff from A Romantic Affair, so I've got like my pretty bookmark from River and Wild, and I picked up all of the bits from the authors, which again, please check out that vlog if you want to see in more detail. But like, this was the bookmark that I picked up and I love it. It's so pretty. I've got all my plane tickets. I've got the tickets from when I went out with my sister. I've got like all the train tickets and the carriage ride tickets from the horse and carriage that we went on. The presents from Ren came in this bag and I was just like, this is so Aussie. I love it so much. I was like, that has to come home with me. I can't leave that. I have a ton of shells. Let me know in the comments if you would like a full shell collection and a video of me putting together some little jars and things with them on display. I've got just various shells like from Harrison Island, Seaford Beach, which was the last beach trip that we took. I got this really cool shell. Noarlunga Beach, I've got a whole bag full of them. And then these ones were Halleck Cove Beach, which again, a lot. So let me know if you would like a tour. I also have a jar with the Kangaroo Island sand and shells. I thought I brought it up with me. Apparently I did not. Boarding passes from our trip to KI. The leaflet from Ausasia Fest. Some free character art that I picked up at Ausasia Fest courtesy of Vanessa Len. These will be going up on my wall. A few more extra bookmarks that I picked up. And then I picked this one up from the museum when we visited because I was like, well, we've been here. I think that one was the only place we didn't go. So it was like 3 of the 4 places I've been to, I've seen. More souvenir-y bits. We have this magnet from Kangaroo Island. We don't go to all of these places, but we did go to a few. And then I picked up, in honor of the koalas at the sanctuary that we saw, I picked up little koala. So he's my little memento of that visit. One of my absolute favourite things that I picked up was this bag, not gonna lie. It's so cool, look at it. It's got like drop bear, bin chicken, turbo chicken, ouch muffin, danger noodle, velocirabbit, which is my favourite, bin chicken, formal chicken, and duck puppy. So I just loved it, I had to get it. It was so funny, I just burst out laughing and I was like, that's gotta go home with me. Again, from Kaisercraft, my favourite store, I picked up this to-do pad that I've talked about a little bit and I am using quite well. And I also bought my drink bottle that I've left downstairs, but I've got a new drinks bottle from there as well. I then picked up some postcards, so I fell in love with these plants with the jacarandas. Only after I fell in love with them did I find out that they are an invasive species and a lot of people hate them. And I was like, well, shh. And then just from the South Australian Museum, just a little card to commemorate that visit. All I've really got left now is stuff that Ren gave me. If I see any more later, I'll edit them in. Oh yeah, I put a couple of little random, like the plushie things. So I got these guys, which is kind of cute. And then Ren gave me some Stray Kids merch from when they went to see them live. So I've got a bunch of like these that are going to go up on my wall and probably annoy my ATs pictures because some of the AT stuff's going to have to come down to make room. And then I bought myself my first ever Stray Kids album. They only had a couple left and they were like people specific. And I think it was Hyunjin and Lino were the last, no, Sungmin and Lino were the last ones. And I was like, of the two, Lino is in my bias line for Stray Kids. So I bought Lino. And I got my first like Stray Kids photo cards. So I think that is everything. On one day I went to Harndorf with Ren's brother and niece and sister-in-law, and we went for a little walk around the shop. So from Coco Marie I picked up this hand cream, which is French pear scented, but I get more of a cinnamon smell from it. It's really weird. I had the choice between this and fig, and I kind of wish I went for the fig one now because it was a little bit sweeter and different. This one I sometimes find the smells a bit too much, but it is so beautiful and it's such a good quality hand cream, and it's all been handmade in store and things, and yeah, I do love it, and I definitely recommend this shop. Like, they just had so many cool products and I just wanted to buy everything. I'm hoping to do an order at some point to get it shipped over from them because I really did love all of their products, and they're all like really good for sensitive skin, which, as we all know, I have a lot of. I forgot a few more things that I thought, as I'm filming a video now, I will quickly add in. I wasn't going to, but then I was like, no, I still want to shout these things out. So firstly, to Ren. This is Charlie and Fox, the brand, if you were interested. But on the day that I arrived, in one of the drawers that Ren had cleared out for me, they had placed a copy of Wayward Children, like the first book. Ren had 2 copies and gave me one. And also this, which is I'd said for a while that I really wanted to get a book cover for like my hardbacks and stuff to protect them when I'm reading them. And so Ren bought me this. It's got this beautiful little pastel rainbow design that is so freaking cute. I don't know if I mentioned it, but Ren's mum bought me a Stitch poster as well that I have gone through my entire bedroom, and I have not really got anywhere to put it because it is so big. So I think this one might have to just stay in the tube until such time as I am in a place where I have more space, which is a shame because it is so pretty and I do want to put it on the wall, but either I need to cut it down, which I don't want to do, or I need to rethink where it can go. But yeah, so those are the things, and I'm just going to go carry on finishing this video, and let's go back to past me with the end of this video. I just thought, to wrap off my Australian adventures, it would be nice to talk you through the things that I actually bought while in Australia and just share some of those memories. And then once I've put together my journal that I want to do, I will do a flip through of that with you all and talk through some of the adventures and things like that. Let me know what you enjoyed the most of these items, and in the meantime, I hope you're all good. I hope you're staying safe. Don't forget to check out my Etsy and Patreon that are both always linked below, and I will see you on the next video. Bye!